All right, and for our final playoff matchup, we swing things back to the East, where we just saw the Washington Wizards, led by Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal. They defeated the Indiana Pacers in the elimination, the playoff play-in game for the number 8 seed. They clinched number 8 seed, so they have the luxury to face the number 1 Philadelphia 76ers. All right, this matchup here is going to be pretty interesting. Joel Embiid is a beast, people. In case you haven't noticed, he is a beast. All right, he is a beast. So watch out. Joel Embiid, I think as long as he's healthy, the Philadelphia 76ers, they're gonna straight up take care of business. They're gonna take care of business. The Wizards, they don't have anyone that can match up with him. They can't match up with him. Okay. Now I do believe that I think Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook, they're gonna have to have some big time phenomenal games. All right, big time phenomenal games. I know the injury report so far, it shows day to day for the Philadelphia 76ers starting five, but come playoff time, they're gonna be ready to roll. They're gonna be ready to roll. The Sixers, man. Ben Simmons is a really good defender, and I'm curious. I wonder if he's going to be guarding Russell Westbrook. That's going to be an interesting matchup because that's somebody who has length, and he is just, he can match against Russell Westbrook's speed and stuff. All right, but Russell Westbrook is tough to guard him though. All right, in this series here, I think it's going to be the 76ers in 5 games. All right, in 5 games. I mean, especially if Joel Embiid is healthy, it's possible they may sweep the Wizards. And there's no knock on the Wizards. I mean, the Wizards, a lot of people didn't even predict that they was going to make it to the playoffs. And they did. Once Russell Westbrook got healthy and stuff, he got the cooking. Bradley Beal got the cooking. Okay? But, man, I just think this is a very, very tough matchup for Washington, man, because you are facing Joel Embiid, man. He's not a guard, he's a center, and he's gonna pound him in the post, man. And he can hit you in the elbow with the jumper. I mean, the dude can ball. He can ball. So Alex Len is gonna have his work cut out for him. Alex Len, I mean, he's gonna have to try to force Joel Embiid to play defense. They're probably going to have to give him a few touches or situations where he can catch the ball and lay it up and dunk it. Or he's going to have to crash the boards. He's going to have to, man. But yeah, I just don't see the firepower for from the Washington Wizards to be able to match, with the Philadelphia 76ers. I mean, Ben Simmons, man, Ben Simmons is, shoot. Man, Ben Simmons is playing some really, really good basketball. Some really good basketball. Coach Doc Rivers, I mean, I love Coach Doc. I think Coach Doc is a brilliant coach, brilliant mind. Okay? And like I say, I didn't pick the 76ers to make it to the finals. That's not saying that they cannot, but I just believe it's destined to be a Lakers versus Nets finals. But I do believe the Sixers, they can make it to the Eastern Conference finals. That is possible. I mean, that is highly probable. But yeah, I'm just not seeing any, I wouldn't be surprised if the Sixers swept the Wizards, man. I'm not seeing many holes in the Sixers game, unless it's health. But outside of that, man, Simmons averaged 14, 7, and 7. But well, that's hold up. Let's get his real stats. Against Washington, he's averaging 16.5 points, 9 assists. Okay. Yeah, but it's going to be interesting. As great as good as a defender Ben Simmons is, it's still tough to guard Russell Westbrook. But I think Simmons' length I mean, Simmons is like 6'10". I think that's gonna bother Russell Westbrook. But see, on the other side of it, they might have Simmons guarding Bradley Beal. So, but now I do not believe that Seth Curry can guard Russell Westbrook or Bradley Beal consistently, but I do believe Seth Curry can make those guys play defense. So that's a situation where he's probably going to have to utilize his offense is going to have to be his defense. Okay, but man, I tell you what, in order for Washington to win this series, Westbrook is going to have to be Westbrook. Meaning, like, Westbrook is going to have to be triple-double Westbrook, okay? And I do believe that Bradley Beal is going to have to average at least 25, 26. Bradley Beal is going to have to bring it. He's going to have to play lights out there, okay? Ish Smith coming off the bench. I mean, Ish Smith, he's a real good ball handler. I love his pass. He's always been a brilliant passer. I remember when he played for the Rockets, probably about 7 to 8 seasons ago, and he came out of Wake Forest, undrafted, I believe. And I'm like, man, I like Ish Smith, man. He's a real good point guard. Like, he is one of those, like, true point guards. You know, his first option is to set his teammates up, and I love that about him. You know, he's not focusing on scoring. You know, he could get to the basket, and he has a way of, the way Ish Smith plays the game, the type of passer he is, he's one of those guys where when he passes you the ball, all you got to do is shoot it. You don't got to do any extra dribbles. You just got to shoot the rock, all right? Because he's going to put you in the best position. That's the way he does with his passes. It's phenomenal. Very, very phenomenal. If you ever watch Ish Smith play ball, it's very, very phenomenal. Very, very, very good ball handler, all right? But, man, the Sixers, hey, they're not the number 1 seed for no reason. So I do believe that they are going to win this series in 5 games. All right, sorry, Washington Wizards fans, but guess what? Y'all exceeded y'all expectations by making it to the playoffs. So shout out to y'all, okay? But I got the Philadelphia Sixers taking over on this one here. But if you disagree, hey, let me know. Comment below whether or not if you believe the 76ers are going to win this series and how many games, or if you believe that the Washington Wizards are going to win this series and how many games it's going to take for them to win it. All right, let me share your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Student of the game. Oh, and that's going to pretty much close it up on our playoff matches, our playoff preview. I thank you all for tuning in. Please hit that like button and that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're listening on wherever you listen your podcast at, please hit either that like button and that follow button, or if they have a subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. So that way when I drop a new episode, it's going to come directly to you. All right? And if you're listening on YouTube, or if you're listening just on the podcast, go to YouTube and listen. I need your help. I'm trying to get up to at least 100 subscribers. Right now I'm at 70, so I'm only 30 away. I'm trying to get that before the month of May ends. So let's do that before June comes in, all right? Thank y'all for tuning in. Student of the Game Podcast. Peace